What's up, you guys? So today I'm gonna do a whole video on the law of attraction. So basically the easiest way to describe this is just likes attract likes and negatives attract negatives. So basically, the whole gist of it is that if you have a positive mindset, you'll attract more positive people, positive experiences, and in turn get more positive outcomes and just life experiences in general. And then if you have negative thought processes and thoughts and ideas and just kind of have a negative outlook and perspective on life, you're going to attract the negative and negative people and just bad experiences in general. So I would just like to talk about the fact that if you do put out a positive message or positive vibes, if you will, I guess, if you put that out into the universe and really manifest on certain aspects and certain things, then those good aspects and good outcomes, I don't know the other words for these, will kind of follow suit and come into your life. It's a really good way to kind of make the best of your life and to kind of get what you want out of life and make the best of it by using this natural law of attraction and just really using it to your benefit and kind of knowing how to do it. And now I just want to put a disclaimer out there. This does not by all means mean that if you just think, hey, I want this one thing, let me just sit on my bed, lay in bed for like months and it'll happen. Definitely not. You do have to take action. You can't just expect things to magically happen. That's not how everything or anything works at all. But you can definitely kind of put your message out there and put your goals and manifestations and just what you want out of life out into the universe and get those back in return as you go throughout life. I know, for example, for me, I had a 2018 resolution manifestation thing written down and where I put, I want to blah blah blah, I want blah blah blah, and I would read over those kind of like at the start of the year over and over again, and that kind of put those thought processes into my head and put those words and manifestations into my thoughts and allowed me to project that out into the universe. And one of the ones I had was to make a couple new friends this year that had a lot in common with me. And I recently got a new internship where I met someone who had almost everything in common with me and we just really clicked. And if I were to lay in bed and not do anything and not pursue new experiences or new just activities, then I wouldn't have met a new friend. So while just putting this out in the universe does kind of help that come to you, you also have to put in some work to like get those results and to get that to come and be part of your life. And I just want to say that if you do have these negative thoughts and these negative just perceptions and outcomes in life, then you're going to see only negative and only attract negative people, which will then kind of create a loop or a circle or a cycle of just negativity. You'll be negative, the people you're around are negative, you're gonna talk about negative things, you're gonna see negative things, and then that's only going to attract more negative things. But if you have a positive outlook, it's just the opposite. You'll attract positive people who will have a positive outlook and talk about positive things and happy things, and in turn will kind of attract more positive people or more positive events. So it's kind of important just to like keep your mindset as positive as you can and just really work on staying positive in your mind. And I know I just want to also put another disclaimer. This does not at all mean you have to be positive 24/7. That is not possible, and that is not the way humans are wired. We have other emotions for a reason, and it's okay to feel sad or mad or just the plethora of other emotions besides happiness. And that's gonna happen, but it's really important to kind of accept those feelings and move forward with them and understand why you feel that way, and to kind of turn the bad into the good, as cliche as that sounds. But it's really just about trying to be as positive as much as possible. And I know a lot of the times, especially recently in the more spiritual and whatever community, a lot of people talk about positive vibes, you know, like and just like, nah, you can't be negative, you have to always be positive, I'm always happy. Like, it's not realistic and it's not true. But there is some things you can do to kind of create this positive environment in your head, and it's going to be really challenging for people who suffer from mental disorders, or who just have lived a very pessimistic life. But one thing that I know that you can do to kind of train your mind to think positively and to have a better outlook is through meditation. And so you kind of have just this moment where you can be alone, you can be with your thoughts, you kind of block out the external world and all the like output and like sensory like information. You can just block that all out for a while and not think about your deadlines or what you need to do. You can just think about what you're thinking and why you're thinking that, and kind of let those thoughts process and pass, and just kind of be aware of what you are thinking so that you can change and that you can make more progress going forward. So I know for me, like, sometimes I'll get really stuck in this cycle of being stressed about something and I get really overwhelmed, and just sitting down and taking a moment to myself and to my thoughts can really help put everything in perspective and kind of just breathe and just remember that like I want to be happy and I want to be positive, so the way I react to things dictates how I feel. So I want to have like a better reaction, be more positive, just kind of training your mind, and it's not easy at all. Like I said, no one's happy 24/7, but as long as you're trying, that's what matters. So basically, yeah, the law of attraction is just likes attract likes and negatives attract negatives. And so if you manifest these positive thoughts and these positive outlooks and perspectives, it really changes how you view your day and how you act every single day, and just really what you think dictates your life. And if you just like put these positive things out, you'll get positive things in return. And this has been shown through a lot of different examples, like the example I had with the new friend I made. And one celebrity example is Jim Carrey. He wrote himself a $10,000 check. Don't quote me on that. And as he started out as his career, he wrote himself this check, and then within the next 2 years he got major movie roles in The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and Ace Ventura, and he was able to have that much money and pay himself back, and he talks a lot about the law of attraction, and it's just really interesting seeing that be in the media, and it's just something that is everywhere. And if you want to learn even more about it, there's a documentary/movie about it on Netflix. I know for sure Netflix, maybe Hulu, but it's called The Secret. It's based on this book also, so you can go and read the book or watch the documentary. It's really interesting stuff, but I guess the introduction to the law of attraction would just be to just put out positive thoughts and actions and happiness out into the world, and in return you will get that. And if you start practicing this, you'll kind of notice that this is the way that the world works, and it makes sense because energy just gets transferred and moved, and likes attract likes and it happens. But I just really wanted to put that out there, and maybe this can help you guys kind of get things or achieve things that you want in your life, or make progress and find more happiness. But yeah, so this is just the introduction to the Law of Attraction. It has a lot more complexities, I guess, but I definitely recommend looking into it and learning more about it, and I will see you guys next time.